What's up, world? How y'all doing? This is Will West the Best. I am back, and this is Men vs. Truth vs. Women presents the panel. The purpose of this whole situation is we go get a lot more interaction with the audience, with people around us, even on social media. We go get involved with everybody. So today I have three gentlemen here, and I have three amazing gentlemen here. This is family actually. This ain't even just random guys I know. This is family. So I'm gonna start here first. I got my brother at the end. We'll go there.
What's up, world? It's your boy King P. Yeah, that's me. Tap in.
My brother.
Man, Toledo, to be professional.
And this joker here.
Mr. Reed.
No, we're gonna leave it right there. All right. But anyways, these guys feel like they know what they're talking about. So we go. So we go get to it. So we really go get to a touchy topic today because I've been just based off of my original podcast, Men vs. Truth vs. Women podcast. We dealt with a lot of questions in regard to male expectations. So that's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about male expectation today. So I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna go down the line. I'm gonna start with P. The first question is, I gotta go to you first. You did it all today, so I gotta go to you first.
Let's start with it, please.
So, what does love mean to you? Let's start there.
What does love mean to me? For me, I mean, I feel like everybody is going to be different, depending on how you was raised.
Hold on. Let me start over.
Start over.
What does love mean to you when you're loving a woman? Let me say it like that.
That's a better question to ask.
I think I just threw a monkey.
Yeah, you just threw the monkey wrench.
I just threw the wrench.
Answer one more time. What does love?
So, what does love mean to you when you loving a woman?
That's strong. It's pretty much about you and her, and what got y'all to where y'all at. If you love a woman, if you like a woman, if you cherish a woman, if that's your woman that you choosing to be with, I mean, you're gonna find the things that you love about her, even if it's flaws or anything. But I think most of all, just every woman is different. Every relationship is different, depending on how you met that person, what time of life in your life you meet that person. Your love may be different from the person that you loved 15 years ago now because of growth of us as a person. So I mean, I think it varies depending on you, your time of life, and the person you meet and how you meet them, and your overall goals. You know, we all look for love in different reasons, and fashions, and events. So you know, love can be cherished in different ways.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna skip you first. I want you to go first. I want you to go last. I got some stuff with you. Mr. Reed. What does love mean to you when it comes to loving a woman?
I'm gonna say it start out as like a feeling and then it becomes a choice. So I mean, it start out like it's kind of involuntary at first. You just something you just feel inside, and then after you feel it, it's like up to you to continue to work at it and choose to express it. It's an action that really a feeling after you think about it.
It's just like basically second nature. Like that?
Nah, it's second nature in the beginning. Like the feeling is involuntary. Like you don't get to decide how you feel. You know what I mean? You get put into a position. Your experience gives you the feeling. So then you feel it first, and then after that you choose to continue to do it. You know what I mean? Like you should. You should follow your heart, but don't leave your brain behind. You know what I mean? So it's like when you love somebody, it's like a choice. It start out as a feeling, but it's still a choice because you choose to love them and be right by them, or choose to love them and abuse them as your form of, how you look like how it, but it's still just a choice. So it's kind of how it goes.
Mr. Toledo, I got to call you by your name. So, what does love? I'm gonna give you the same question. So, what does love mean when it comes to loving a woman?
Man. Yeah, like I'm about to give a dissertation, but.
Yeah, I felt like it was gonna happen the way you been talking to me the last week, so.
Keep it simple, it's just respect, so everybody different, so men want respect, women want love, but at the end of the day, we both gonna interchange both as time goes on, so it's just respect.
All right, so we'll get to the next question. What expectations do you expect to be reciprocated from your partner or spouse? I'll start with T this time. So, what expectations?
Got no expectations. Expectations gonna set you up for failure. So you're gonna let the person be themselves, and then from there, grow together, or y'all can grow apart.
What about you, Pete?
It's kind of the same. You're not willing to learn who your partner is. I mean, some people don't even know how to love. That's why every case is different. You know, you got to be able to learn each other. You know, some people get married and they ain't even lived with each other, and then when they get with each other for 5 or 6 months, it don't even work. So definitely you gotta learn the person that you're trying to be involved with. If you're not willing to learn it, and you're not willing to go through the trials and tribulations of learning that person, you're wasting each other's time. You know, but you got to do that before you can get to the love part. You know, we made a song, Sparks the Track Man 800. We made a song about 15 years ago, and it was called "What's Love," and that's some shit that people say. You know what I'm saying? You know, we done told women. I done been younger as a teenager. Just, oh baby, I love you. You know, just to just to get that conversation for the next level. So like I said, between being young and older and maturing, love can be different for you.
What's up, Mr. Reed? So,
Expectation?
yeah, are you the reciprocation?
Just for me, it would just be respect. I mean, that should be like a bare minimum. So, if like that should be like kind of what you come into the door with. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about it, you respect whoever walk in the room. You know, just like you was raised properly. You know, you should respect them until you just don't have to respect them anymore. They do some bullshit to lose it. So as long as y'all reciprocate that, I think you can make it do whatever. Because when you don't get disrespected, you can try to talk shit out. Disagreement, that's you know what I mean. But as soon as the respect is lost, that shit kind of fucks up all of the communication and where you go from there. So you reciprocate that. That should be the number one expectation. Or at least it's mine.
So I'm gonna ask this question. This off the record. I mean, so is respect more? I did say it's off the record. So, do you think when it comes to us being men, is respect more important than love?
Most definitely. Once again, what's love? You don't know until you know.
But is that an issue because we don't know how to love sometimes?
Not at all, because you need more to have love. You can't have love without respect.
All right. Do you feel that any of the things that you expect from a woman is realistic or doable things? Let me ask you too.
I got no expectations. Like I said, it's just respect. Like you said, that's.
Man, you gotta have some type of
It's
expectation.
respect, because respect.
That's an expectation.
Yeah, but it is, but it ain't. It's like you come in respecting everybody until, like you said, once disrespect comes in, that's when it's like, all right, now this ain't gonna work at all. But as long as you willing to communicate, it's pretty cool. So they ain't no expectation.
What about you, Mr. Reed?
You said, what do I like? I mean, shit, same thing. Yeah, respect. Like, if you're a logical, rational person, I mean, the shit that you want should be very good. Like, you shouldn't be asking for things that are outside of your own capabilities. Where you are, then you just delusional. And that's probably who you're talking to. You're talking to these niggas in the Matrix. I ain't in the Matrix. I say this shit from when
Says may I niggas out here, huh?
You said, huh?
Says may I niggas out here?
Mostly everybody is. I'm telling you, the more you wake up, the more you realize how stupid everybody is.
So Pete,
Common sense.
yeah, I just said this earlier.
Good sense ain't
Good sense ain't
common
common
sense
either.
ain't good.
You're right.
Most people are fucking stupid.
But all right. So Pete, what are your? Do you think your expectations are realistic when it comes to a woman?
Person willing to deal with me, then I ain't got to take it. But yes,
So they can deal with you.
I'm one to handle, but it's for great purposes. You know, I take myself in life very serious, so I take the person that I'm dealing with very serious. Communication, man, respect, like they said.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not willing to communicate and understand each other, I think for males, you know, we had that hard brand that we don't show our soft side like with our woman, and sometimes you gotta just do simple stuff like ask your woman how you doing, and you know you look beautiful today, and she may just be coming out of bed, baby you look great, you know that may go a long way. So communication and just you know a complimenting each other and you know being there for each other in them tough times, I think is the key. And respect.
So do you think, I'm gonna ask all three of y'all this, do you think when us being tough and dealing with what we do every day as being, especially black men, do you feel like that it prevents us to love at our full capacity? I'll start with you, Mr. Gill.
Yeah, because when you think about it, when you coming from a fucked up place, like if you grew up in a not so healthy environment, like it's kind of hard to be healthy when you came from some unhealthy shit. You might have to unlearn a lot of bullshit that you had to, you know, endure to just make it to the next day. So sometimes when you go into a relationship, you go into it with, you know, a whole bunch of bullshit that you had to try to unlearn from when you was 13, 14, or younger. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even realize you learned some bullshit until you take it out in the world and you realize it's gonna add up. This ain't right. Like these motherfuckers ain't responding to, you know, the shit that worked for me in, you know, in the neighborhood, or you know how I dealt with things when I was younger. So, you know, when you grow and you get a little older, you realize how some of the ways you look at shit got to change too.
What about you, Pete?
Yeah, I tap in like on what he was saying. I mean, if you're not willing to change yourself and you know work with the person that you're with, you know everything ain't gonna be straightforward. Everything ain't gonna be peaches and cream. I just think it's a growth. You know, what is you in a relationship for? You know, me, I look for a woman that's gonna be the opposite of what I am to make me better. You know, you can't be the same thing I am. I need somebody that's gonna fill the holes that I can't fill. You know, I can create the ideas, but I need the other person to put them out. So you know, it's about finding your match and finding, you know, a person that you're willing to build with and learn and grow with. It ain't about looks. It ain't about body and shape. I ain't the most handsomest man. I ain't the most ugliest. I'm fat. But it's just about how you carry yourself. You know, and I feel like everybody has that match. Everybody has someone that likes them, that loves them, but you ultimately got to find that person that's your right speed for you. So if you ain't looking for the right thing in the right person, then you know it ain't gonna work.
That part out.
Yeah.
That's help your mental health too. If you walk around and can't see what color your toes are, I'm pretty sure you'd be sad over that. Might want to fix it. Might want to learn life one time.
Go ahead, T. Man, I can't deal with it.
I'm saying the question again, man.
Because, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, that fuck up your self-esteem too.
Nah, it's
You
real.
see your
It's
toes.
actually real.
Hey, mental health real.
I mean, it's real, but you
I'm a
just said,
victim of that
the way you
shit.
said
I
it,
know.
but you can't see your toes. That just got weak.
Hey, it might have flew over some people's head, but that's real.
People look at themselves too much, they're not care about how they look.
That's true. That is
Fuck
true.
your head up and they don't like
I
what
think
you see.
there's a lot of people in the world that think money more important than how they look sometimes. So it kind of throws things off.
Nah, you live in a different world now, nigga. They care way more about how they look than money.
That's what they worried about. They worried about how they look.
They look like a fool for free. Every day they look like a fool for free.
Free.
Crazy.
100%.
So, man, I done forgot. You done made me forget what I was asking. I'm gonna ask you the next one, y'all. So, do you feel like your expectations? I know you don't. You said you don't have expectations.
Go ahead.
But do you think that your wants are to change a woman?
No, not at all. Want you to be yourself, and then from that point, we grow together. Because if you don't
Hold
grow-
on. You said you want her to be herself.
Yeah.
How often has that happened where a woman has been herself when you first met her, and
They
then
purple when you
3
first meet.
weeks
Everybody,
Me, they
weeks.
They perfect.
A month.
we gonna be real. We all different people when you first meet somebody.
That's true.
You always put your best foot forward. But
I try to come out the gate like, man,
And
I'm
that's
like
what I'm
this.
saying.
If you don't like it,
you gotta be real from the jump. So
move on.
be yourself first, and everything else will follow. So we grow together. So if whatever we got, we gonna be happy. We gonna have a lot of things that's different. We gonna have a lot of things in common. But as long as you grow together, good. Once you start doing things in a different manner, that's when you start going apart. Once you go apart, you shit over anything.
So I'm gonna ask this question to you all. What is one expectation you expect from one? I'll start with you.
I say,
Or no, I'll start with you. Read. No, I didn't. What expectation, what is one expectation you expect from one? Walking in the door.
I mean, you basically did.
I did, but I'm saying that key one.
One expectation is
The
that,
key expectation.
you got some sense. You walk into the door with some sense. I expect you to have some sense. I don't expect you to come into the door and fucking lead or alcoholic or all of the other things that you wouldn't like from a partner. I expect you to come in, like when your mother would take you to the store with expensive shit, you sit here, act like you got some sense. You know what I'm saying? Don't break shit.
Windows.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come in and
Act like you got some sense when you walk in the door.
yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
What about you, Toledo?
Same thing.
Act like you got some sense?
No, I'm gonna always say respect first. That's the expectation I have. After that, it's probably when you say compromise. Be willing to compromise.
Being willing to compromise?
Willing to compromise.
Okay.
Because everything ain't gonna go your way, everything ain't gonna go my way. But the only way we're gonna make it work is to be open-minded towards each other. So we ain't working on, if we together, we working on a relationship. We ain't working on women.
What about you, KK?
Man, for me, it's about growth. So I'm gonna say be goal-minded, goal-oriented. I mean, have some type of vision. I mean, I hope you ain't trying to get in a relationship with me to benefit off me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't gonna work. I
So
need
you don't want
somebody.
to beneficiary.
I can do good or bad by myself.
You gonna
I
put her in
spend
your
my
life
own money.
insurance
I
policy?
got kids, grandkids, all that. So I got insurance policies on my family. So yeah, I just need somebody that's gonna be goal oriented. Somebody that can take me to the next level. Somebody that's trying to reach the next level. That's what it's about. Some people try to get in relationships and they stay at that level. There's no growth. The purpose of a relationship is to grow and love one another. For me, it's growth. Growth and goals. Growth and goals.
So, I'm going to start. This is where we're going to switch it up. We're going to start asking questions. We're going to have some questions asked to us. Now, I have a room full of ladies. Y'all may not see them on here. Got a room for the guys too, but I'm going to ask one of the ladies to step up and ask some questions. Maybe you ain't gonna, because you was talking a lot. You had a lot to say. Yeah. Go ahead, Brett.
Okay, so city girl. Why she good to fuck, but not good to wife? City girl, that's some real things.
You say city girl, she say
girl.
girl.
Yeah, why she good to fuck, but not good to wife?
For the same reason we don't eat Halloween candy all year.
October 31st.
Same reason. We eat Halloween candy on Halloween.
One time we
After that, I don't eat this shit no more.
Did you not hear
You
that?
hear
No,
that?
I didn't.
Go ahead,
We
Chris.
don't eat Halloween candy all year round. They Halloween candy. You don't eat that shit at Thanksgiving. You put that bullshit away. It's fun for it. It's not.
They
Put
cheat
it
on
away.
the girl.
Now, if
They cheat on the girl all year round.
Now, if that's how I met you and that's what I fell in love with, and I'm cool with the, that's perfectly
They
fine.
Hold on, what you say?
Y'all love city girl.
They
That's
got
why
their-
y'all be at home mad
they
at
got
y'all
their-
girlfriend that y'all cheat
Hold on,
on city girl.
they got their time and their place. They got their time.
Hold on.
Hey, why y'all cheat on the good girl thing for city girl?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Ma'am.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
My bad.
A city girl.
She says,
Sweetheart, brain.
I don't want to hear booty hole brain.
I got another question.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when asking a man for things, financially, do you think women should say it out of their mouth, that specific thing, or is it better for women to assume that you say it too?
Never assume.
You should never
Which
assume.
one?
Assume nothing, verify everything. Don't assume anything. So I feel like if you gon' if you have an issue or that I don't know about, don't assume that I know and expect me to, you know. Now if it's something that we've been talking about, hey, then this happened, and you know, and I know of the situation, you know, then maybe yeah, I probably as a man should maybe step up or something like that. But don't assume anything, you know, with me. You know
I was
what I'm saying?
always taught if you assume, that makes you a man.
Yeah, most definitely.
So that's what I was taught.
Two questions.
Ma'am, you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. So why should it be hard for, I can't even say just men, but men and women to have what we now call, or what's out there, an uncomfortable conversation? Like,
Shout
we
out to
always
Terrell Woods.
preach and talk about communication is key, but then when it comes to uncomfortable conversation, why is that either shun upon, or it's like, no, I don't want to talk about that, or no, like, we should talk about this stuff, like, why is it always, I guess, quote unquote, shoved under the bed versus happen?
Cause niggas suck.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. I'm like one of the most open, talk to me about anything. I talk to my kids about anything, women about anything. I mean, if you're not willing to be open with one another, I mean, that love ain't gonna work, you know? I'm trying to find somebody that connect in all angles. I think everybody is looking for that person to connect in all angles like that. I mean, you want somebody you want that woman that can, you know, show your embarrassing side and you not be embarrassed. You know, y'all like giggling and you know, you gotta be, you know, not to be on no gay homophobic stuff, but you gotta show your vulnerable to your woman. If you're not willing to show your vulnerable to your woman, you know, only your mother know your vulnerable, you know.
I'm gonna say,
Communication ain't key.
go ahead.
Comprehension key.
What'd you say?
You can communicate all day, but if the person you communicate with ain't comprehending, it don't mean nothing. So communication only goes so far. But at the end of the day, everybody ain't ready to communicate. So you gotta come to people when they're ready. You can't force somebody to communicate because you wanna communicate. It gotta be mutual. So y'all gotta set up that time to be like, hey, we gonna talk about this at this time. Or if it ain't gonna get out, it ain't gonna get out. But you just can't expect it to be like, oh, I wanna talk, so we gonna talk.
Or you can make it easier on yourself and fuck with people that actually like you.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Circumvent all that shit. When you're dealing with somebody that like you, you
Kind of skip all that.
skip all that shit. Like you know how to talk to each other, you get along, you know.
And that's
Quit fucking on people that don't like you.
Yeah, and that's what I meant about, like, you know, the growth, you know, from loving somebody and trying to be in a relationship with somebody at a young age versus growing and becoming wiser and figuring out what you want, you know, out of a relationship and that's why I say, you know, depending on what you're going into that relationship for. You know, some people go in a relationship just for booty calls. You know what I'm saying? Get it in, get it out. You know, I'm mess with you for a couple of weeks and then I got somebody else. We go out again. Like, you know, so it's just depending on the person. It's hard to find that match. That's why it's a lot of single people out here. That's why it's a lot of cheaters out here. It's hard. That's why a lot of relationships don't work. A lot of marriages don't work because people don't keep their marriage inside their home. I am not one that's married, but I watch people that's been divorced. And if you're not wanting to keep your marriage inside your home and you letting your social media and your friends and your cousins tell and depict what's going on in your marriage, it ain't gonna work. The same with love.
I say this. You got a box, you got 3 dots. If you can't connect them 3 dots, what you got? It ain't a box. So, did you not catch that? You got a box, and it's got 3
You
dots.
say run it back, DJ.
If you got a box, it's got 3 dots, and you can't connect all the dots, you ain't got no box.
Right.
There you go. Yeah. Man, did you have something to say? Because I felt like you had something on your chest over there, man.
Not me?
Yeah.
Can I make a statement? Can I
Yes,
make a
ma'am.
statement?
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like I'm in between like little bitty boy and like little bitty lady. So I feel like one of the issues when it comes to relationships, communication, and what happens going forward is nobody sets right? Who don't. That's expectations. I want somebody, I work at Metro, my schedule is crazy. So I want somebody that's cool with just delegating the money. They may not have to work 24/7, but they know how to be smart about spending money. That's an expectation. I want somebody that doesn't mind me cooking but don't mind cooking. That's an expectation, right? I like my women plus size. That's an expectation. You know, so I feel like the reason why relationships don't work for real when it comes to men and women is because I don't love you enough, because you didn't meet those expectations enough to begin with for me to even want to communicate, right? If I'm in a relationship with a woman that I love, respect comes with that. Not wanting to embarrass her comes with that, because I love you enough not to do any of that shit. But if I don't set proper expectations in the beginning, when we're arguing about the little shit that we should have addressed in the beginning, then there isn't going to be any communication. You can try to communicate with a dumbass all you want. There's still going to be a dumbass. They're not going to understand shit you're saying because they think differently than you do. Because when we initially started this relationship, you were fine, I was fine, the music was right. I lied and said I'm cool, whatever you.
You said some right things at the time.
Yeah, it was cool in the moment. But so the communication don't matter once we've been 1, 2, 3 years because the sex is good or some of the other things are good. But our
But you see what you just said? You said in that 1 to 2 years.
clarified.
You see what you just said? In the 1 to 2 years, the sex was great. That ain't always the case in that situation as well. You gotta think about all those things in
If
between.
your initial boundaries aren't met, then the only thing that would keep you connected to a person where your initial boundaries aren't met is amazing sex.
Or something that you benefiting off of.
Let's be real.
Yeah, anything you benefiting off of.
If we don't have anything in common where I want my future to be, the only thing where we meet is where we benefit.
And somebody will keep on dealing with that.
Because we benefit right
But
here.
why, I think the problem for me is too many people are staying in dead-end relationships for the fuck of it. Just because you have good sex don't mean you need to be together. Just because you're a good father, that doesn't mean I have to be in a relationship with you. You can be those things, and I don't have to be with you. And I feel like men and women, they do shit just because, and they do shit like get married because I might as well. She got my 3 kids. I might as well. He gave me herpes and now I feel stuck. I might as well. You're not. You don't need to stay with somebody just because they benefit in one area of your life. You don't need to be happy for the kids if you're not happy. I can't pour from an empty cup if I'm empty. That doesn't make any sense.
Hold on, whoa, everybody, hold on. I have one thing to say. You're saying you don't have to settle for these things. I understand what you're saying.
That's what most people do.
And that's what they do.
All
That's
the
the key
time.
thing. That's the key thing. But people don't know the difference between settling and moving past settling.
No, they know they're settling, but they know they're settling and they make excuses for the settle. I'm staying with him because he's a good father. I'm staying with him because he dicks me down. The excuse is still the excuse.
So can I say this? So that you make one of the most valid points.
Very
Because
valid.
I feel like a lot of people, majority of people go through that in life at some point with somebody. And that's what I mean by the growth of you. And as long as you keep on settling, I was a victim of that because I got 2 kids, man. I think this is the best situation. But if that person is not making you better, what are y'all in a relationship for? You just keep settling and it's keep being the same result.
I think the real question is, what's keeping you there?
Everybody has their different reasons.
That's what I was gonna say. Would you call that fear?
It's gotta be fear. You got fear. You got financial stability. You got people that's scared to start over. I mean, it's circumstantial.
But those are still excuses.
Yeah, most definitely, I 100% agree with you.
All of those are just different excuses to say, I'm trauma bonded. That's a different excuse to say, I'm trauma bonded. That's it.
So my
real quick. Go ahead, T. Say what you're
No,
supposed to
no,
say.
I'm gonna try to keep going.
So the
No,
day.
I'm-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, the main thing that people don't understand, especially when kids get involved, is duty over everything. So
No.
your feelings don't got nothing to do with nothing. You got a
No.
duty.
No.
You got a duty to raise your kids.
No, no,
So
hell
if-
no.
if-
Hell no.
look,
Hell no.
that's the problem. That's the problem.
Hold on. Go keep it down. Say what? You said
I
what?
told y'all years ago more women would be deadbeats if we ain't look at them so bad, boy. Y'all would feel y'all kids acting hard.
That's
Y'all don't like
real.
y'all kids just like niggas don't like their kids. It just look worse when y'all run. That's the only reason y'all stay.
No.
I'm not gonna speak on this.
That's one of the reasons.
Just because men and women have abandonment issues, men and women have trauma, men and women have all of these things. A person is going to be what they want to be for that period of their time. If they want to be with Jarrell, just to be with Jarrell because she got Jarrell, baby, that's what she wants to do at that time. That doesn't make it smart. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it duty. It doesn't make it, that's her season of being done. That doesn't mean she has to stay with
So
Jarrell just
stupidity
because
is
she's
the reason.
trauma.
It's all about stupidity. Am I right?
It was what?
It's all about stupidity.
It's definitely a level of stupidity.
I don't even think it's stupidity. I think it's because I feel like there's a difference between stupidity and fear, like he said. So I think it's a difference between stupidity and fear. But I also think that the big issue is everybody says, no, shade or nothing like that, but everybody says is my only expectation is respect. But that's not it. If you don't set real ass expectations in the beginning of you searching for a partner, then you may be willing to settle for anything.
Anything, right. So my,
I
right,
think-
100 to that. So my
Whoa. I'm gonna say one thing real quick. I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna give it to you, Prince. If you have these expectations when you walk in the door, why aren't you following through with these
Most people
expectations?
don't, though. That's what I'm saying is the issue. Most people don't have expectations because there's some where they lack in themselves. So they feel like I can't have expectations if I don't meet those expectations.
I don't agree with that. I think that expectations are a lot of times are set forth early. I do think that expectations, however, do change. I could be fucking you right now and be cool that you fucking asked me to. However, once you dick me down and hit my crazy button, bitch, you only better be fucking me. Now, my expectation has just changed.
But if I set the boundaries, that's on you. I can't help that.
No, I never told you that it was on you or on me. I'm going to communicate that my expectations have changed. However, if you do not agree to set expectations, I do get the chance to walk the fuck away.
But those are again expectations that you set.
Those are expectations beginning as if
But I'm not
expectations
saying that expectations can't change. I'm not saying
you started working at McDonald's when we was 19. I'm cool with that when we was 19. My expectations is you stop working at certain
No, that's what I said. You know, that's
So let me ask. I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna ask this question. Go ahead. Hold on, y'all. Go ahead, people. I'm gonna let you say.
I think it's great. What I think is great is if you can meet a woman that can come clear forward and be like, this is what I'm looking for. Because I have met women before that, you get the number and you talk to them and be like, look, I'm looking for this, and this, and this. And you tell them they might not hit you back, and they may hit you back. I think it's just a common denominator of what you're looking for. And when you get that person's number and y'all talk and all that, that's your time to figure it out to be, when y'all go date and y'all go out to eat and y'all sitting down talking, I hope that's what y'all trying to, get accomplished and it just ain't the one night stand. But like I say, everybody's different in what they be looking for and meeting people and dating and relationship.
And I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a lot of things are sold in the beginning, but when it gets down to the line, it becomes more of a blurred line. It ain't no line anymore. It just becomes something that they want. They think they want it, but they don't know. They think they just seen something better, and they don't know if that's better, or they want to stay where they at. They stationary. They don't know where they want to be.
Is you willing to
So
learn?
you are agreeing that expectations do change.
I would say I disagree.
Most definitely. I didn't say that.
But at this big age, I feel like there are certain things that we go into a relationship with. Like there are certain degrees of things that I will not waver on. I'm not gonna say that there aren't certain levels to this shit. There should be growth in every relationship. Our expectations should change. If I say, well, I'm making enough for you not to work at all, and you choose to take advantage of not working at all, my expectations of what the fuck you do in the home completely change. Now I don't cook and you cook. Now I don't clean and you clean. If I'm making all the money and you not doing shit, not to say that that's how I feel, but I'm just saying that expectations change with growth. But at this grown age, when we come into a thing, not to say that people don't lie, not to say that people don't front, but if I'm telling you, my expectation out of our interaction is this, or this is what I want moving forward, and we don't agree on that thing, then I feel like we should be adult enough to say, it was nice to meet you, let's have a drink, dinner was cool, fuck off. But if we have some things that we can agree upon, then step by step, of course it changes.
I feel that because I done dated women before and then told them I work 12 hours, day shift, 6-7 days a week, and they be like, man, I can't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, well, thank you.
I'm
just gonna tell you my situation going in, and we work off that, just like you're gonna tell me yours.
I'm not saying that they don't
But
change.
things change though. Expectations
I'm
change.
not saying that they don't change. I completely 100% agree with that. As relationships progress, things change, money change, finances change. Motherfuckers get pregnant. I can't do that.
That's why I said.
But it happens. Why? So shit changes.
That's
so
why I said
coming
into the door for me is meeting a person that's goal oriented. Somebody that's coming in trying to know their vision, know what they looking for. You may meet somebody be like, what you looking for? I don't know. God, here we go.
Everybody's
you know what I'm saying? So if you can find that person that know coming in what their vision is, what their vision for a relationship is, it may be this first year I just want to fill it out and meet. Then second year, then we can date. The third year, boom. Then fourth, you know what I'm saying? If you got somebody that know that direction, that is perfect. That is great. It's hard to find it though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We all try to search, and in the midst of searching, we go through the blues of the lies and the fronts and do I want to tell them everything? And is it worth if they? You know what I'm saying? It's a struggle. That's why it's a lot of single people out here.
Yeah, that's why the dating pool is full of this.
But I think women have a problem because, not to say you, but men will say, this is what I want. Meet a woman that's bad as fuck, goal-oriented as fuck, cooks down, sex good, looks great, and still cheat, still embarrass the fuck out of them. Still do some dumb shit, and then when they get busted, they, oh baby, I didn't realize what I had. What the fuck were you thinking? Most niggas is older than women out here still single.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the problem that women have with men, not the other.
Can I ask you women a question? I mean, just for all men, for all men out here, what do y'all expect coming into it?
Oh, you ain't gonna knock me my next episode.
Yeah,
I'll show up to the next one, then we do that.
You better invite me.
We go.
I can't ask them no questions.
No, not yet. So
Keep going, man.
no, at this point I gotta conclude now because he getting ready to go into his rant. So we're gonna conclude. But hey, I appreciate everybody being here. I want to shout out Ashley Spoil Rotten Catering here. If you need your catering specials, anything, she will get you together. Hit up Miss Ashley Johnson on Facebook, Instagram, all that craziness. And I'm going to conclude this episode. I appreciate these three gentlemen.
Yeah, for sure.
Here, Mr. Reed, Mr. T, Pete, that's me. I appreciate y'all, and I'm Will West the Best. We're going to conclude this episode of Men vs. Truth vs. Women presents the panel. Thank you.